So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
But Deion Further, man.
With a penalty flag on the field.
So
a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13 after the sack. Oh, they're starting a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
He said Tommy be helping.
There's a throw that's complete. And this is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Prescott on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it.
He throw another pass like
that. Get the first down. Get a new set. And let's start over.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end,
each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
How you,
on 2nd down, Elliott.
How you link your shit so every time that,
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back and
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We got to keep it going, dog. That's really
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No, you can't let Tommy take one of these, bro.
Operating from the gun, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
He already gave you the keys once.
Picked off about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is right through.
That's the good. I dropped the use of one today.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
J-Man Humphries dropped that bitch, but...
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs.
Why you got rid of DeMarcus Lawrence? Why you got rid of DeMarcus
just inside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Oh, you keeping it?
9 yards to pick up there.
Why did you put him on a block?
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't
Ronnie, what you got on the block over there?
Continue, just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Oh, now you ain't got nothing, but you posting all that shit in the chat? Cool.
Just keep giving it to him.
Cool, bitch.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard
cool, bitch. Don't talk to me. Fuck you, man.
A nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You gonna put all that shit in chat that's on the block. Says, what's your hover? I can't get my shot. Well, fuck you, man.
From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd
That's
down.
Jason. I ain't worried about that nigga. I ain't never worried about another man. I never worry about another man. I don't give a fuck what another man's doing. I don't care what he got going on. That's that man's business.
After one.
And once that other man get in my business, that's when we just start getting his ass whooped. Like you, bitch.
Catch on 2nd down, but
you get in my business, I'm ready to whoop your ass.
3rd down here.
That's how it should go. You know what I mean?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard
when I saved you that day from that white boy with the ass. Shut up.
From Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10.
Ralph Crackbull knocked him out, and then you knocked him out like
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
You gotta get your boy.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Jones. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Jones on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 42 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, New York.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll run with Barkley. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down, and that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
22 yards there, a first down.
And the Giants first down.
On the run, it's Barkley. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's out to the left and complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott's going to keep this. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
10 yards to go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put it behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not work.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dante Pettis, 61 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And
you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts. But oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Run for Pollard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And they take a knee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal